Hi there, Scorpio, and welcome back to Star Lord's Tarot. This is your tarot forecast for the month of May 2019. I went ahead, shuffled the cards, laid them out in Celtic Cross. Let's see what's going on for the Scorps. First up, we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, followed then by the Three of Cups upright. Next, we have Major Arcana, the Moon in the upright, followed then by the Eight of Pentacles upright. And next we have the Queen of Swords in the upright, followed then by the Eight of Wands upright. Next we have the Ten of Pentacles in the upright, followed then by Major Arcana, the Hanged Man reversed. And next we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse, followed then by the Ace of Cups in the upright. So I'm going to go ahead and interpret this read for you guys. First of all, for your overall energy, Scorpio, you have that of the Five of Cups in the reverse position. The Five of Cups upright. This is a card that can sometimes speak of financial struggles, difficulties, being concerned that there's not enough resources that we need to sustain us. This can also point to feeling abandoned, being left out in the cold, or leaving someone else out in the cold. When the card is inverted like this is where we're coming out of that energy. So for any of you who say have been felt abandoned or left out in the cold by someone, it could be that they are bringing you back in the fold, or vice versa. If you have left somebody else out in the cold or abandoned them, it could be that you have a change of heart this month and are willing to bring them back in the fold. Now remember, it only take what resonates for you and leave the rest. So for others of you, this could represent financial situations being better than you had hoped or expected. Finances getting back on track again. Very good news when it's inverted like that. So good start. And then the crossing energy, we have that of the Three of Cups in the upright position. Three of Cups is very social energy. It could be that a lot of Scorpios are feeling very sociable, or maybe there's a lot of social events going on this month in May. There's a lot of engagement parties and people just wanting to get out and socialize. Can represent engagement parties, weddings, that kind of thing. So maybe there's a lot going on the social front for Scorpio this month, and you are feeling quite sociable. So beautiful energy. The Three of Cups is very celebratory, so perhaps some Scorpios are celebrating something, and you definitely have the funds to do so. Now, in the past, this is something that could have taken place a month ago, a couple weeks ago, what have you. We have the energies, the Pisces card, Major Arcana, the Moon in the upright position. The Moon, when it's in the upright position, can be very confusing energy, can be even deceptive energy, can be self-deceptive, can be somebody else deceiving us. It can represent just something just not being clear. It could be playing out in your finances, at your work, in your home, family, friends, relationship, what have you. Something could have been very foggy. Maybe you were misunderstanding or misreading a situation and you were a little bit confused about it, but thank goodness that's past energy. Now coming out of the month of April, moving into May, we have the energies of the Eight of Pentacles in the upright position. The Eight of Pentacles represents working and toiling away at something. Now, it could be for some of you who have been working really hard, maybe at the end of April, coming into May, trying to make things work. Maybe you've been working on a project, been really working really hard in your career or at your job. Whatever it is, can even represent a long-standing relationship that has stability and security. You could have been working really, really hard towards it, and you're making progress. You're almost there. In the Eight of Pentacles, we're just working really, really hard towards. We already see the fruits of our labor. We already see that we're making headway and we're making progress and we're staying on track. So it looks like you leave the month of April, come into May very, very strong, Scorpio. And in the early part of May, the energies move into the Queen of Pentacles, or the Queen of Swords in the upright position. Queen of Swords is a court card, so it could be representing a person. If it's representing a person, this is air energy, that of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, male or female. It could be that this person is playing a significant role at that time. The Queen of Swords is somebody who upholds the truth. Could represent a very good clarifying conversation for any of you who maybe were confused about a situation, if it was concerning a relationship or something like that. It could be that the Queen of Swords comes in and straightens it out. This could even be your own energy. Scorpio, maybe you're turning into the Queen of Swords in the early part of May, and you're just sort of speaking your truth. You're just laying everything on the line. The Queen of Swords, just like the King of Swords, speaks from logic and leaves emotion out of it. But I mean, she doesn't put up with any BS. She has a very clear mind, clear thoughts, and she communicates exactly what she's thinking. Now, around the middle of the month, we have the energies of the Eight of Wands in the upright position. This is a lot of activity, a lot of movement forward. This is arrows of love find their mark for any of you who are, say, on the dating apps or something like that. It could be that you're getting a lot of action, a lot of activity. For others of you in career, this could represent a lot of clients, maybe new clients coming on board, and a lot of communication, emails going back and forth, calls, phone calls, text, what have you. It's just a lot of communication. And the Eight of Wands can also represent travel, maybe swift travel, unexpected travel, where you have to, you know, up and go somewhere. It could be for your career, for work, or for a relationship. And this is you internally, how you'll be feeling in the month of May. Not necessarily the face you're showing to the world, but you have now the Ten of Pentacles in the upright position. I told you finances were on a better track this month. So the Ten of Pentacles is feeling really abundant. It can represent an inheritance, a pay raise, unexpected funds coming towards you, and you're just feeling really, really abundant. Can represent somebody in the family, maybe landed a better paying job or got a raise, and it's just sort of uplifting everyone in the family. Can just represent a really good, stable and strong relationship that you're in, and you're sort of using that as your tipping point, in the sense that sometimes when our relationship is kind of rocky, it can make us feel unbalanced in other areas of our life. But when you've got a really strong, stable relationship or family situation going on, it can be our rock. It can be our point of it's our foundation. It makes it feel like the Ten of Pentacles is a great foundation. It's where we hit the pinnacle in terms of our security and stability. So beautiful energy to be feeling that internally. And in your people and environment, we have Major Arcana, the Hanged Man in the reverse position. The Hanged Man is in the upright. This can represent just sort of waiting and in suspense, just waiting, because sometimes we have to wait on other people, or we have to wait on another person, or we have to wait till circumstances change. But when the card is inverted like this is coming back into action again. This is about return to action. We see a lot of social activity here in the Three of Cups in the upright. This makes a lot of sense. It could be for some of you, someone in your environment perhaps has returned to action. Maybe they were just sort of waiting and waiting and waiting. Maybe they were waiting on you, and now they're coming back into action again. This can be even how people are viewing you, Scorpio. Maybe they're seeing that you're returning back into the land of the living again. If you've been sort of hiding yourself away, it could be that people are noticing you. We've got very sociable energy here. So people are noticing you coming out and being out and about again. Now, in your hopes and fears position, we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse position. This could be you hoping, Scorpio, that you're being released from a situation that felt restrictive. So The Eight of Swords in the upright position, this is where we feel bound and restricted, and we feel like we can't move for one reason or another. When the card is inverted like this, we finally feel a release, and we feel like we're being released from the restriction. And that's in your hopes and fears position, not necessarily anything that's going to play out, but it shows that you're hoping for no more restriction, maybe to hold you up. Probably were in the Hangman energy in the upright at one point, and maybe you felt like you were waiting and you were held up in suspense, but now things are moving again and you don't want them to go back to that restrictive energy. And the last card you have up that concludes the read and concludes the month for you guys is the beautiful energies of the Ace of Cups in the upright position. I love the Ace of Cups. It's great, and what a great way to end the month. The Ace of Cups is just where your cup feels like it's running over. This can sometimes come up when we reach a point of extreme self-love, where we're doing self-care, looking after ourselves really well, and we're really appreciating self. And that's a good start, because we can't get to the Two of Cups and beyond until we get to here first. If you can find the love in your heart, Scorpio, and this is like new beginnings though, because aces always represent new beginnings. So this is like new beginnings in finding that love in your heart again after healing from perhaps broken hearts and sad disappointment and so forth. We're starting to feel love again. I love seeing the Ace of Cups in the upright position. For some of you, this can also represent perhaps a childbirth. Maybe some of you are having a baby at the end of the month, and this is that pure love that you feel when you see your child for the first time. For others of you, this could just be representing the start of a brand new relationship. Maybe someone new has come into your life, and or even someone that you're already involved with. Maybe you're just feeling, a renewal of love. Maybe some of you are renewing your vows. Beautiful energy. I hope this reading helped you, Scorpio. If it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye-bye for now.